Hey everyone, it's Miss Freeman, and earlier I read a book called The Color Monster, and I'm going to do a little activity. If you haven't listened to this video about The Color Monster, that's all right, or you can go back and listen to this video first. I have never used a camera the way I'm about to use it, so bear with me if there are some mistakes. So I want to do a drawing activity, and if you need to pause this video, which we know the pause is the two lines like this, and I think it's in the lower corner of your screen. Push pause and go get something to draw with and some colors like markers or colored pencils. Okay, we're gonna do something together, sorting our feelings just like the Color Monster did in the book. Okay, so I want you to be able to see my screen. It's gonna be a little difficult to draw this way, but I'm gonna do my best. If you've got something to draw with, I'm gonna draw a jar. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm thinking about what a jar would look like. Maybe it would come in like this, come down. Maybe this is my jar. Maybe this is my little lid. And this is going to be a jar of emotion. And if we can write, maybe I might write, this is happy. But if you don't want to write, maybe you put an emoji. You say, this is going to be my happy jar. And in my happy jar, I want to think about how full my jar is of happiness. So I'm going to pick a happy color. And that's whatever color you feel like is happy to you. Maybe your happy color is red. Maybe it's yellow. I'm picking blue. Some people think of blue as a sad color, but when I saw this blue, I thought, wow, that is a really happy color. And then I'm going to take a moment and think. I'm going to think about how happy I feel right now. I just take a second to think about that happiness I'm feeling in my body, in my heart, in my mind. And then I'm going to come back to my sheet and I'm going to put some happiness in my jar. And I'm doing whatever sort of feels right to me. And I am not putting a ton of thought into it, but I'm kind of doing these like little blue firework guys, because maybe that's what my happiness is feeling like right now. And I feel pretty happy right now. I had a pretty good day. I talked to some people online who had wonderful ideas. Kind of made me feel happy. Now, yours doesn't have to look like mine. It could be a line straight across. It could be filled solid. It's whatever you want to do. Maybe you feel like your happy is more than one color. I want you to do that. Whatever you feel like is right for you. I'm going to do another jar. And you know, I did this one pretty small. I'm going to think about my next jar. I want it to be a little bigger. I kind of wish I would have done the first one bigger. But I wasn't even sure how this was going to go. This is my jar, where it comes down, comes back around. Woo! This is going to be my jar of excited. I'm going to put an exclamation point because that makes me think of being excited. And then my excited face is going to be like a super smile. So you don't have to write the word excited. You can do a super smile. And then I'm going to look for a color that makes me think of excited. As you can see, I'm using colored pencils. And I'm going to pick yellow as excited. So now I'm doing what I did earlier. I'm thinking about that feeling of feeling excited. And like I said, I was just talking to some people who just had amazing ideas. And it left me feeling really excited. So I'm gonna kind of do like, ooh, it's excited. It's kind of like bubbling over. Maybe there's some bubbles coming up the top. And it's, ooh, it's so excited. I'm feeling excited drawing it. And the bubbles. So that's my excited. Now, I want to think of all our emotions. So I think what I'm going to do next is sadness. So I'm going to make a jar of sadness right now, and then I'm going to pick my sadness color, and you can do the same thing. Let's do, you know what, since everyone's is going to be different, I'm going to do my sadness jar different than I've done my others. I'm going to start with the bottom. And then I'm just going to do a little loop right here. That's it. It's going to be pretty simple. This is going to be, I'm just going to write sad. It's my jar of sad. And I'm going to look for that sad color. And I think my sad color is going to be this gray. I'm stopping thinking about the sadness. My sadness is sort of like a wave. Now I feel some sadness. I feel some sadness not being with all of you. I feel sadness for people who are sick. I feel some sadness for people whose plans have had to change. It's a little hard to see my sadness. I wanted it to look like a wave. Kind of looks like a wave. There's some sadness. And I'm gonna adjust my lamps. Pardon me, that was up close shot. Sadness, you know what else I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna follow sadness with anger. I'm gonna do anger next. So let's go back to the drawing sheet. And I'm gonna think about my jar of anger. Maybe this one is like completely different. Yes, very different. This is going to be anger. And my anger, I like to always start with those eyebrows like this. Anger. I'm gonna use this kind of like crimson red color. Angry. I'm not really feeling super angry today. I'm just gonna kind of have these like little flicks of anger. But remember, you're thinking about how you're feeling. So when you do this, my book fell on the floor. When you're doing this, you're thinking about where that anger is. You might be thinking about how it feels in your body. Sometimes when you feel angry, your fists feel tight. You might feel it in your stomach. Your whole body might tense up. Your face gets hot. You might get a lump in your throat. So you just sit for a minute and think about what the anger feels like inside of you. And how big does it feel? Maybe you felt super frustrated today with your schoolwork, and if so, you might have more anger in your jar from me. I started with happy and excited today because those were some feelings that were sort of bubbling up. And anger wasn't bubbling up as much for me today, but if it is for you, that's fine. Anger, it's okay to feel anger. And actually doing this might help you get out some of that anger. It might be a healthy way for you to let some of that anger out. So we've done happy, excited, sad, and anger. Maybe we should have put angry, but that's okay. We're talking about the emotion anger. Let's do fear. Fear, worry. Do a big loop. This one's gonna come in and then come back out. This is gonna be my worry. Remember, this could be fear, worry. This guy is kind of gonna look like oh, I don't know, I'm worried. And I'm gonna pick my worry color. I'm kind of feeling green for my worry color. Worry. I have some worry in me. And I think I'm just gonna do the line across, just color it in. And when I feel that worry, think about the worry that's there, it's good to stop and ask yourself, if you're feeling worried, you kind of feel your body and you feel that kind of feeling in your stomach, just of uncertainty, to stop and really ask yourself, what is it I feel worried about? Maybe write it down, maybe you tell someone, maybe you draw it out, but name it. What is this worry? What is it I'm feeling worried about? And that's a way to help you work through it. Then when I notice I'm feeling that worry, I feel like I always try to stop, to take a deep breath, to get back to a calm place. So if you're finished with your worry, let's think about getting to that calm place by doing calm. That calm jar is gonna be a little bit, it's gonna be round. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Yours doesn't have to look like mine. That's my calm jar. I'm gonna write calm. You might also write peaceful or peace. And if I think calm, it's like, kind of smiling, but it's a very calm smile. Yeah, I think my calm is gonna be this shade of purple. Sometimes when you're feeling a lot of excited feelings, you actually don't feel as calm. It's a little similar really to that worry. But now I'm taking some deep breaths and trying to find that calm. And sometimes my calm is pretty high, could be to here, sometimes it's in the middle. I feel like right now, because I have a lot of excitement, my calm is maybe around here. And I'm just gonna do some big bubbles of calm. Yeah. Oh, calm. Okay. I wonder if you're thinking of another emotion we should do. There are a lot more we could do. We've done happy, excited, sad, anger, worry, and calm. You know what? The worry monster, the last one he does is loved. And I think that's a powerful feeling, to give love and to feel loved. So let's think for a second, what does it feel like to feel loved? And ask yourself, when do you feel loved? What does that feeling feel like inside of you? And let's have our last jar be a jar of love, feeling loved. Well, if I can, I'm gonna have it try to be a heart, although I have no idea how to do that. I'll try with you all. I feel like that's kind of close enough. You might be able to do a better one. But this is loved, and I'm happy enough with how that turned out. And I've loved being with my family and spending this time with my family, going on walks together and bike rides, laughing with one another, eating dinner together, breakfast together, lunch together. I am feeling pretty loved. You know what I didn't do? I didn't write our words. This is loved Those are supposed to be the hard eyes. Left. I hope you've enjoyed this activity and thinking about your feelings. And I hope you'll come back again soon for another lesson and activity in the Calm Corner. Have a great rest of your day.